Good evening. You're watching CTV News for this blustery Wednesday, November 27th. I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. Well, in a special session today, the Prince George's County Council unanimously votes to raise the minimum wage. CTV's Sonia Srivastava has more from Upper Marlboro.
Well, just moments ago, the Prince George's Council here voted unanimously to raise the minimum wage to $11.50 in the coming 4 years. Now, Montgomery County also voted on this yesterday and passed it, and there's been a lot of excitement here, especially from the workers, from CASA and restaurant workers who are here saying that this will certainly improve their lives.
Ms. Turner?
I vote aye.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you.
And with that, Prince George's becomes the second county in the region to approve a minimum wage hike in less than 24 hours. Neighboring Montgomery County approved it yesterday.
We can! Yes, we can! Yes, we can! Yes, we can!
Individuals who live and work in this region who are struggling might have just a little easier time, just a little easier.
We are really happy with the council for coming in conclusion to raising the minimum wage for us.
The bill raises the wage to $11.50 an hour, which is phased in over 4 years.
I'm overwhelmed because they have elevated the poor to another level, which means it is another way to better my own life.
The minimum wage bill comes with several amendments that are designed to alleviate some concerns from the small business community. At a public hearing last week, this gentleman, who owns several IHOPs in the county, openly said that he would be reluctant to open more restaurants if the hike is approved.
If I operate in 5 states and it's less for me to operate in West Virginia or Northern Virginia as a business owner, why would I want to build here?
One of the amendments adds an exemption for a person under the age of 19 who works 20 hours a week.
They could balance it out. They could figure out a way to balance out their workforce so that they're hiring some younger people and not paying the higher wage.
Businesses are not going to stop operating. They may have to hire maybe one less person.
The cost of living is high in Prince George's and Montgomery counties compared to other parts of the state, and Harrison says this was the right thing to do.
Do you imagine if I do maybe 8 hours of work and I have an increment of maybe $2, that permits me to get at least something in my bus pass.
Now, the District of Columbia Council is also expected to take on this vote on December the 3rd. In Upper Marlboro, I'm Sonia Srivastava for CTV News.
And the bill will now make its way to the county executive's office. He has 10 days to sign it. And speaking of raises, elected officials in Upper Marlboro could soon see a bump in pay. Town leaders are considering a salary increase for commissioners. The proposal comes out of concern over a lack of interest in the position. The job is currently part-time and pays $600. Officials want to boost that amount to $1,200. They also want the commission president post to be a full-time job, which would pay $30,000. The ordinance would likely be adopted on December 16th. The pay increase would not take effect until next July. Well, it has been raining steadily, and forecasters predict snow could come at any time tonight. This as travelers hit the road to get to their holiday destinations in time for Thanksgiving. Area law enforcement are warning drivers to be extra careful, and Denise Douglas is joining us now with all those details.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I was just outside. Rain coming down, plus like little hail-like drizzle. So it could really spell trouble and trickiness for drivers out there. So you combine the roads and a lot of people out there, as well as just not the great weather, and the big message is to be careful. We were over in the Forestville area earlier today. You can see it is steadily raining, and the roadways are slick, making visibility tough for motorists. In case the wet stuff maybe turns to the white stuff, crews with the State Highway Administration are ready with salt and plows to clear the streets. Either way, state police are advising drivers to be extra careful.
Roads are slippery. Drive with due care, due to speed limits. If you're going somewhere, make sure your valuables are in the trunk. Map your routes out. Make sure your vehicles are up on their maintenance and stuff like that.
Yep, things were looking okay at that point, so we cross our fingers and hope that continues. Now, you've heard much of this advice before. It's worth repeating, though. Be sure to buckle up if you're driving, hitting the road. Also, stay alert, and it's also a good idea to be informed about the weather and dress for the cold. And if you aren't traveling, stock up on food and other things that you may need at home, and be sure your heating source is working in case the weather really turns bad.
And we are hoping everybody makes it to the destination tomorrow.
That's right.
Eat
all that turkey.
All right. Thanks, Denise. Well, officials are investigating a house fire that broke out in Shillum this morning. It happened at 9 a.m. in the 6600 block of 24th Place. As you can see, the blaze centered around a bedroom on the second floor of a two-story duplex. Officials say an adult female had to be evaluated by paramedics. The cause of the fire is still unknown, and no other serious injuries have been reported.